Hi, I'm Stuart from SOB Leadworks. Welcome to the next video. Let's go and have a look, see what it's all about. Okay, so if we just come up this ladder, what I need to do is install some leadworks to this parapet wall. So the first thing I'm going to do is get some measurements, get some clips set out, start getting the apron through the front there. Okay, so I'm just in the process of making this first bit of apron. So I've already got a piece of lead here cut to size. I've also marked 200mm coming down the tiles. I've got 300mm for my corner. I've just taken my angle with a bevel as well. I've got a few people in the comment section asking me how I get this angle. So all I do is get a bevel, just put it up against there. So that's my angle of the roof. And then what I do, just sit that bevel at that point there. What I'm going to do in a minute is just mark down there. That'll give me my angle. Then what I'll do is I'll cut straight in on that line and leave a little tag. So let's do that now. Okay, so just to recap, I've got my piece of lead here cut to size. Marked 200mm, which is coming down the tiles. I've got 300mm for my corner. That's the bevel of the angle of the roof. So I'm just going to literally put in that corner there. I'm just going to lightly scribe that to mark it with a pencil. And I'm going to cut up that 300mm line. I'm just going to leave a little tag on that as well. I'll just bend that up. And now that can come up. Need a setting stick and a hammer. So that's what you're left with. That's now ready for welding. So I'll just weld all the way up there. The reason I've done this 300mm is because now I've got enough lead to give that a raking cut. So I'll weld that all the way through there, then I'll cut in there and cut all the way up there to give it a nice rake. So let's get that welded in, and then we can start getting some bits on. Let's turn it down a little bit. Okay, that's all welded in there now. So now that's done, what I'm going to do now, start making up a few more lengths of apron, and then we can start getting some bits on. Okay, so I'm doing pretty good at getting all this apron in there now. Just made up this last section here, so let's get that bit fitted. Now all the apron's on, what I'm going to do next is get that all trimmed up, just add into the tile profile, trim the clips, and I can start looking at getting this top capping on. Okay, so I've trimmed all the apron through now and dressed it into the tile profile as well. And as you can see, what I'm doing now is I'm just coming through getting this top capping on. What I've done is I've set out the welts so they're in the middle of each piece of this apron, just to stagger it. Just put some clips either side of that as well. So let's get the next bit of capping knocked up, then we can get that one in. Okay, so I've already got a piece steady cut to size. So what I'm going to do is just lightly scribe 25mm on each side. Just knock those up. Just put some oil in those welts. Okay, that's now ready to go in. Perhaps if we put some building paper underneath there. Right, let's check that for squareness, make sure it's not going out. That's pretty good. We're on our line as well. Okay, now that one's in, what I'm going to do next, repeat the process, get the rest of that cap in through there, and I can start looking at getting all this dressed down and getting it trimmed. That's the last of the capping on there now. Everything's dressed down and trimmed as well. So what I'm in the process of doing now is just finishing off this end. I just need to cut a flashing in through there, then I'll fold that lead back, weld a gusset in there. I've got another gusset to weld in there. I just need to trim this upstand and cut a flashing in there as well and point them both in. I've now welded the gussets in, flashed it and pointed it into, and I've just given this all another coat of oil. So that is job done. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can check me out on Instagram at SLB Leadworks. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hopefully catch you in the next. Cheers.